All right, let's go, gamers! I just hit my hand on my chair. Ow! What a great way to start this off. I'm not even sitting in my chair. I've pushed it off to the side. I've actually decided to utilize the standing portion of my standing desk, and I still hit my chair. I still hit my hand on my chair. Anyways, hello guys, welcome. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. How are you? I hope you are all doing well, or at least somewhat decent on this lovely, what day is it today? Saturday, possibly Sunday, if you guys are several hours ahead of me, in which case, good for you, but also why are you awake at this hour? Please watch your VTubers responsibly. Make sure you are getting your allotted amount of sleep as needed. Better hand than your funny bone. Yeah, if I hit my funny bone, I think I would just, I would perish. I would just fall to the ground. I'd be like, okay, stream's over, goodbye. I'd just be writhing in pain. Anyways, luckily that didn't happen. So, welcome. Welcome to Arcade Spirits. Now, this game came out in, I can't remember. It was a few years ago. And I've played this game before. I pretty much played through the entirety of it, but I was feeling nostalgic, and they've also got a sequel to this game that I really want to play afterwards. So I thought I'd go through this one again. We can go through all of the routes, and we can just kind of, you know, do our thing and you know, dream of what if. What if we were in a universe where gaming was considered to be cool and mainstream? And we can find love along the way. Oh my gosh, yeah. No, this game's really fun. It's got a lot of heart. I played through it actually the other day just to remember, like, to jog my memory of like what happens in it. And I found myself crying a few times. I was like, oh my god, wait. I think especially as I've gotten older, a lot of this relates to me a lot more. Especially now being a functioning member of society who has moved out and, you know, is trying to, you know, achieve her dreams while still, you know, surviving, you know, just casual things like that. So, yeah. The only energy I need is Story Smile. I haven't slept in 6 days, bro. Are you trying to get like a week-long record? Playing games isn't cool. Well, according to that one newscaster lady with that story about the kid that just basically broke Tetris, video games are stupid. Anyways, let's move on. Let's begin. Let's start the game. Video games are very cool, by the way. I do not associate with her or her opinions. Her very wrong opinions. Goddamn. Okay. Database system online. New profile detected. Analyzing. The fantasy of someone liking you. Exactly. That too. New profile 237771. Economic bracket lower middle. Employment category bleak. Current emotional health rating low. Oof. Ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed. Negative. Premium level assistance re-requested. Proceed. Pretty please. Overriding denial of assistance, establishing premium service for profile 237771. We make up the rules. Justification, hope. Hope in the dark. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. Oh, who dis? It me. I get to customize myself. So let me just. Well, first, let's start off with the name. In, you know, traditional Stories of Stars fashion, we must continue the Of Stars legacy. It's Stories of Stars. It's me. What are these? Okay, I chose the long one because that That's basically the closest to mine, but what are the other ones? Medium, short. Okay. If I had more style, I would choose something like this. That's very swish. But I'll stick with long. That sounds pretty good. Skin tone, I am pale as frick. Let me see. I'm so sickly pale. Yeah, I think that's okay. My last name is of Stars. Technically, I don't have a last name, but because a lot of games prompt you to have a first and last name, this is what I decided is the best course of action. Technically, you could say my first name's Stories, my middle name is Of, and my last name is Stars. If we want to really break it down. Oh God. Okay. Okay, hair color. If I just had like pale lilac hair, that'd be so pretty. Oh, what if? What matches my hair color the best? Okay, that's just straight up pink. No thanks. I'll just go with the darkest option. And then eye color. What is my eye color? My eye color is blue. But what kind of blue? How blue are we talking? Are we like cerulean? Are we sky? Are we navy? What are we sapphire? What color are my eyes, guys? What color blue are my eyes? Oh, now it makes sense. Lie. I appreciate you for trying. I'm sorry, your first name is in its entirety is Stories of Stars. Exactly. I don't technically have like a first name. I just have a name. And that's why I always call it a silly name, because it's literally just 3 words stuck together as one name. It's just the name. It's not a first name. It's not a first name, last name. It's just a name. I just have a name. Oh, God. Navy, sapphire, royal blue, pretty color. Ooh, which one's pretty color? I think that one kind of matches. Is this the one? Yeah. It's kind of, they're very small eyes, so it's kind of hard to tell if unless I just zoom in, it's be like, okay, let me see, like these 4 pixels, what color is it? But that seems pretty good, so I'll stick with that. And then my clothing color. So I think this just changes the hoodie. I think it should be goth. Goth Stories. One day? Yeah, I think that matches that matches the closest, I think, with my actual clothes. Yeah. Dark blue. Okay. It me, guys. As a sad, depressed gamer. So nothing's changed. It's too early in the stream stories. It's too early in the stream to start delving into depression. Okay. I'm done. Let's keep going. This is me. I'm Stories of Stars. You may be wondering how I got myself in this situation. Well, it's a long story, but let me bring you back to where it all began. It all started when some scientists in the early whenever period discovered that stars were a thing. It's just all gone downhill from there. Yes, this is all correct. Goth star, I'm interested. Stories of depression. Everyone's just ominous smile. It's just genuine sadness. There's no in between. Ooh. Okay. Let's get back on track. Premium level assistance for profile 237771 Stories of Stars has been activated. For the sake of her hopes and dreams, well, let's frickin' try. The following is a work of fiction. All references to trademark classic arcade game titles are under the nominative fair use and should not be considered an endorsement by their publishers or creators. I'm surprised I said that with a little difficulty. Winners don't use drugs. Yeah. Okay, can we just talk about the peak aesthetic that this game has going for it? Because I love it. I love it. It is so fun. It reminds me of when I was like younger and like when I used to like have like all these family vacations and like in like these hotels that we'd stay at. They'd usually have like an arcade sort of thing you can go to. It wasn't big. Maybe there was like 4 or 5 cabinets and maybe like a slot game or pinball or whatever, but it just brings me back to those times. So I'm like, I suck at Street Fighter, but I'm gonna try. Freaking Pac-Man and like Battlestar Galactica and like all that's, oh my god. Oh, sorry, I'm just sorry, I hit the mic. I'm so sorry. I'm just drowning in nostalgia now. When the antidepressants kick in, hell yeah. Let's go. Woohoo! All right. It is the future year of 20XX. Very vague. A dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Woe to be the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister. I don't know. Robots, maybe? Evil robots? How's that work? Yeah, no, sorry. The future year 20XX is pretty much what you expected to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro gamer celebs, internet trolls, personal assistant AI, cheese-flavored snack foods. Wow, this is this 2024? Because I think I'm in the year 2024 in this game. That sounds a little all too familiar. But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date, I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, and lifeguard for the local community pool. I don't care what era of human history you live in, kitties peeing in pools is pretty much a consistent thing. Trust me on this. As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Behold, my quaint little apartment. Okay, when I brought this up for the first time when I was playing it again, and I'm just like, wow, wait a minute. This has eerie resemblance. Now, not completely, but the size of the apartment is very similar to my own. I'm just sitting here thinking, well then, this just got a little too relatable. Well, can't complain really. It's paradise. Well, in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent that I do. Neighborhood stoppings have been pretty down this year. As far as I know, same. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave laying around. I don't do that. It's more dishes that my brother and I have to work on, but we're getting there. We're working on it. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most of my family tree. Or at least I was before today.
You got fired from another job?
Oh yeah, there's also some voice acting in this. Not full voice acting, but...
Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
We got some voiced lines in there. This is my friend Juniper, my roomie, BFF, voiced by Lily Pichu. I just found that out today. The horrified looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Juniper is the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job, like, you know, today.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay?
I am that friend that gets upset for other friends on their behalf. Like, well, I distinctly remember this one time in high school, one of my friends came over after, like, I don't know, she was just like, Stories, like, can I come over to your place for a little bit? I'm like, yeah, sure, so that's fine. And then, like, she started telling me about, like, this, like, breakup that she had or whatever, or something like that. And, like, she was fine. Like, she was just like, you know, yeah, it was, you know, whatever. And I just started sobbing. Like, I was just full on bawling because I felt so bad for her. She's like, Stories, it's okay. So I'm like, no, it's not okay. You deserve that. Like, I was a mess. Oh God. Yeah, she's really been getting into like a lot of voice acting in the past like 5 years. I think she was in the dub for D4DJ as far as I'm remembering. And several other things. Queen. Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? I have to follow in that performance after the lovely Miss Lily Pichu. Oh God.
Because you actually enjoyed that job. More than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks at the very least.
I'm not complaining. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold.
That's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it?
No, I mean, the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. I'm speaking in literals right now. The entire thing is destroyed. Whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job will do as long as we can make rent, right?
Wrong! I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling. What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that? All of that? I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right? I just want us to be happy. Both of us.
Well, it's gonna take a lot more than just a simple job. I thought you hated your job. Yeah. What are you talking about? Don't be calling the what is it? The kettle don't call the pot black or whatever it is. Like we were in the same situation here.
Come on. No deflecting. This is about you. My mind's made up. We're gonna find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream?
Well, standing in front of class to give a speech, and I forgot to put on my pants, and oof. I luckily have never had one of those dreams before. Yeah, I can't remember any of my dreams, though. Do you guys remember any of your dreams? Like, I feel like I remember snippets of them, but I never remember, like, the whole dream. Or I remember, like, how the dream made me feel, but if I try to recall what it was, and it's just, like, it's just nonsense. But in the dream, it just makes so much sense. Like, anything can happen. Like, I don't know. Brains are weird. Yes, kettle calling the pot black. Yes, that's what it is.
Your dream job.
Oh. I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given it any serious thought.
I've got it. Oh, hey, I've got just the thing to help you out.
Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code on the glass before pointing out a little pink icon.
A little pink icon. Little. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free, too. My cousin introduced it to me.
Wasn't he the guy that ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower?
It would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun right.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask any more questions.
Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe I can point you at some good jobs. One with less socks and or urine. I'll think about it. Okay, but don't think too long, okay? In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more trouble than she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life, too. Both of us had it rough, up and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life, the two of us against any dark forces aligning against me. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skill? No. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold in the black market or something. Still, no sense messing around with it now. Good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. Honk shoe, honk shoe, honk shoe. No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. The void consumes me. Excellent. By the time morning light leaked through in through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she had left a note for me, pinned to the tiny fridge we share. Remember, download app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you! So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app or just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? Now, this decision is very funny because you can actually end the game prematurely right here, right now. Let me just, I'll quick save this so I can show you guys. So if I choose settle for whatever I can find. True, I could just call up the classifieds on my phone, look for something nice and safe. My family's had bad luck chasing down dreams. I know better than to do the same. Although, the little pink icon is tempting. What do I do? Do a sensible thing and quit playing games. This world doesn't reward people who follow their dreams. I've had that beaten into my head time and time again. Meanwhile, I've got bills to pay and no job to pay them with. At this point, I'll take whatever looks good. Safe bet. After deleting Juniper's app on my phone, I start looking at the help wanted listings. I made the right decision. Eventually, I found an entry-level job at an office not too far from Juniper's. I worked hard, day in, day out, 9 to 5, mandatory lunch break, mandatory overtime. Years slid by before I could even blink, and my bank account steadily ticking upward. I finally started leading a comfortable, safe little life. Eventually, Juniper left. She quit her little cubicle job to become an artist. How silly is that? She'll never have a 401k plan on stock options that way. I don't know. I am a anime girl VTuber star on the internet, and I have stock options, actually. I do have investments. Yep. Eventually, I got married, raised 2 kids, bought a dog. I'm too tired to really play with them or really do much of anything to raise them. That's fine. My hair went gray, my health started dropping, but that's okay. I had insurance to cover it all, pills keep me afloat and breathing. Met up with Juniper sometime after we parted ways. For some reason, she seemed sad to see me like this. Well, I'm not sure why. I'm a success. This is what I wanted. I did the right thing. I took the safe bet. I broke the family curse. I sacrificed every dream I had, yes, but at least I can die knowing I succeeded in life by every metric society demanded. I am a winner. Everything is fine. Wow.
And that's the game. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, you can do that right off the bat, and you can end it very depressingly, or you give the weird little app a shot and see where life takes you. So that's the one option. That's what your life will look like if you don't try for your dreams, I guess. Very, very real. Too real, honestly. Yeah. Quit playing games? Hell nah. We gaming. We gamers. We are gamers. Yeah. Figuring at the very least, her miracle app could possibly help me find a job. I load it up, tap the icon, and
Hello!
speaking of anime girl on the internet, this is Iris. Huh. Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anyone else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me, I just went, huh. Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so, you know, not actual magical realism here. Very normal in the distant near future year 20XX.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums.
Pizza Yums!
Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime?
You can have pizza anytime, guys, with a pizza on a freaking bagel. How awesome is that?
Wow. Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
Should I subscribe to Pizza Facts, guys? We are gamers. Hell yeah. I mean, am I wrong? Yes. That's gotta be a big ass bagel, hell yeah.
Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts. I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
That's a very big promise, Iris. You don't know what you're dealing with. Pretty tall order for an app to do. Or are you some sort of wish-granting genie?
Well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching virtual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere.
I glance up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. Motivation is something I have a ton of. Honest.
Don't tell anyone, but I still haven't unpacked my suitcase from when I went to visit my family for Christmas. It's still on my floor. It's not even closed up.
I just take clothes out of it when I need. And once I've finished all the clothes and worn them, and then I have to, you know, put them in the dirty pile for wash, then I'll put away my suitcase. It's just... it works. It's a good system. It's a good system, okay?
Hooray!
That's super! I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before I begin, do you have any questions?
Sure. Why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already has a voice-activated assistant AI. I can just say, "Hey Siri, don't actually turn on." Okay, good. Search the web for job listings and it'll work just as well.
Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program with more heart. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life, all thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. Between you and me, they really wanted an acronym to match my name, but they couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? I already know this, but for the sake of the introduction for all of you guys, give me the sales pitch, Iris. Give me the elevator pitch. What you got? Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way, you can be the sort of person you want to be. The system allows me for better understanding who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. I can spot 5 different identity identifiers in your responses to people: quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Sounds like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y. That's correct. My branding game is on point. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before you speak, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive. So be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving a conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I'll build up Over time, I'll build up a personality profile for you based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, genuinely steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. So, what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy? Oh, and never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? Sounds bad. You don't want to be a basic bitch, you know?
Nope.
Heck no. They're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say and go with what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. Now, let's see my patent-pending identity identifier system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? My jokes, I'm dead! Hi, jokes. I'm dad. Seriously? Seriously? Hey, I never said I was good at dad jokes. I just said I could go for them. So now you've seen the identity indicators in action. Do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make an informed decision? If not, I can hide the indicators. Keep it a surprise. That way, it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. Let me think. When I first played this, I used the identity indicators, but
as I played on later on, as I went through more of the routes, I hid the indicators because I thought it was more fun just to kind of be like, you know, give a response that I think I would give and see what it identifies as. What do you guys think? Do you want to see the indicators or you want it to be hidden as well? Let me know. Billman will suffer. Sorry, Billman. Surprise us? Okay, excellent. So mysterious. Okay, I'll hide them from you. You'll always be able to spot basically responses though. So we'll always know if which one's basic. We can always know if we're basic. Anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now. I am only goofy. I am only quirky. Actually, there was like this trending like Pokemon quiz that was going around on Twitter, and yeah, guess what I got? Guess what my biggest personality trait was? Out of like 16 personality traits that were a part of the quiz? Guess which one I scored the highest in? Yeah, Stories is Quirky is the worst kept secret of 2024. Would you look at that? Such a strong personality. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I'd say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Did you say not to gamify my personality? Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify it a little. I scored a Squirtle. Squirtle, Squirtle, Squirt, Squirt, Squirtle. Squirtle. Anyway, studies show that achievements or Chivos? I don't think anybody says that. I do not think anybody says that. Encourage app engagement. Oh, god damn it. Okay, well, what's with this empty space on the left? What be this? Oh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. Relationships course. Wonderful. So will you also tell me what correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life? Stories! You're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them, and it'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed. Just relax and have fun. You can access your scorecard anytime you like with the Q key, or click on the score in the upper right corner of your screen. So right here. So I can check my personality and my relationships at any time I choose. When the frick did Gen Alpha start saying Chivos? Oh god. And that's everything. Ta-da! Okay, but how is any of that supposed to help me get a job? I only downloaded this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking the quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack do with that?
It'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
About what? You can talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? Oh my god. Am I a ghost, guys? Ooh. Ooh, I'm Ghost Stories. Ooh. You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule. that goes for you guys too. If I'm ever a ghost and I don't know, you have to tell me. Like, you have to tell me, okay?
No, silly. I mean your spirit, your hopes and dreams, your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
Romance.
Romance? Seriously?
Seriously, often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gainful employment for now, that's fine too.
Workplace dating. That's a recipe for disaster. I know that far too well. I know that a little too well. Okay, Bunny, take care. Hope your finger feels better. And hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kind of awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out of the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. Well, if I meet the right person, why put it off? How do I want to handle this new opportunity? So, here's the thing about this game. Obviously, you can romance people, but if you don't want romance at all, if you're very much arrow ace, all about that, you can just pursue friendship with everybody. Everybody's friends. But I like choosing this one because I never choose the flirty first impressions, but reading them is always very funny. It's always very funny. So I need to show you guys at least these first impressions. So let's choose those for now. Let's choose those for now. I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once. Why not?
Super! And remember, the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with other people, stay professional. Now let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. Aha! I knew it. This is some kind of scam. I'm gonna wake up in a bathtub of ice missing a kidney. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor.
That command or file name?
Oh, you were being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. Relax, I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here, just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf.
Still, 18 times the charm, right? I got Riz. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Yeah, go ahead.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
Okay. So, do I just stand here?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview 30 minutes from now. Please put on some nice clothes. Nicer than those. Please, I don't think that's too much to ask.
What?
For your interview, silly, you want to look your best.
But we just okay, how did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat?
Simple. I'm awesome like that. Now get a move on, tut-tut. You need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus, and that's 9 minutes away.
Well, this is happening. But I do have a chance to get off this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could. Now we're stuck on this crazy ride. A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right there rather than hop on a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. But me, I have no standards. I was already getting dressed before she finished that sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claims at serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expect another shoe shop or job at best, but, well... Ooh, it's my first, my first non-prompted decision. So what would I say in this moment? If I was being, if this was happening to me in real time, in real life, I was just given an opportunity for a dream job from an app that I downloaded a day ago, and I have no idea where I'm going. How would I feel? How would I feel? My dream job. Honestly, at this point, I'd just be like, what the hell? Why not? Let's just do this. Jennifer's right. I need to get my life in gear. So what's the harm in diving into something this wacky? Okay, there could be a lot of harm, granted, but the alternative is to mope around our apartment for weeks and, egads, gonna get a job anyway. So I thought, screw it, I'm on this runaway train. Let's see how far it goes. Yeah! And as I came to realize weeks later, turns out that was the best impulsive decision I've ever made. There's no tracks, there's no conductor, and I think our wheels are missing. This is gonna be awesome. I know, we're just a runaway abandoned train that's just sliding down a hill. It's awesome. The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are the relics of 19XX, places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into as tight of a space as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Story. The Whole Story, oh my gosh. An arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded up health spa, once called Lattes and Enemas. I don't know what's an enema? Do I want to know? I don't know if I want to know that. It sounds,
Hey, listen.
What do you think? I think that's 2 things no human being should ever combine. No, I mean about your future place of work. I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these buildings exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or rolled books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook.
The one in the middle, silly.
What, behind the arcade?
It is the arcade.
Huh.
Trust me on this. I referenced and cross-referenced and cross-referenced your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job.
My dream job? Really?
99.97%.
That's a really high percentage of accuracy. Do I believe it? I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big businesses in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers or celebs, 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. But, well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everyone who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune. But those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always as popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1980X, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad like hula hoops. no mainstream acceptance. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kids movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. Totally not a real life occurrence that happened in our universe. If this game was completely poop butts, like poop from a butt, like legitimately, literally, and massively overproduced, it'd ruin video games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Sometimes I wonder what that'd be like for people in the darkest timeline, where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? The mind boggles. You heard it here first, guys. We are in the darkest timeline. Oh, God. Woo. You own that game? Bro, you own a piece of darkest timeline history. Insane. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure.
99.97%.
Yeah, wouldn't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying, but short-lived? This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in... 15 years. Huh. I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her homework.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, when I said I was 99.9% sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be the warm, personable front of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need. Right here, right now. Can I get this in my life, please? And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job? What makes you think that's going to happen? Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, compromise, settle, because things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. It's why I take things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? I open my mouth to protest and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, well, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. I mean, what the hell, why not? Buy the ticket, take the ride. Let's freaking go. Let's get on this train just sliding down a hill. That's what I told myself when I walked out the door this morning, wasn't it? No matter how risky, I owed it to myself to jump in with both feet. And when it all came crashing down, well, I recover. If I've recovered before, I'll recover again. Meanwhile, may as well take this opportunity in front of me. So I opted to push on through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side. There's an arcade still live in your town? Oh, that's awesome! That's awesome! Ooh, VR rooms, that'd be really cool. I can't really do virtual reality because I get so motion sick, but I know so many people would find that so fun. Just VR. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips. Woo. It's like I can smell it right now. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers. Although it's so packed with games, I probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. At once, I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat! Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Like, lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it, like, really old. Although I don't recognize that game with the stage lights and things. Maybe it's karaoke or dancing? A Japanese import?
My sources say yes.
Checking. That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration of the Nihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards.
I recognize most of these. Whoa! Is that seriously a Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? The one in the middle with the split screen is new to me.
Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years.
Two genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. It really is me. And over here is an old lady. we just state point blank. That is an old lady. We have no tact. Sorry, ma'am. I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her. She looks up for her name. Oh, thank God. Seated behind the ticket prize redemption desk and offers a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first 2 words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
You've been in business for XX years. Holy crap! That's a lot of years. Is that when you suplex a No. No, I'm not saying that. The storm of 1980X. I wasn't technically alive for that, but I heard it was pretty awful.
Oh, we've endured many a nor'easter around these parts. You get used to it. My little arcade stood the test of time and weathered all elements. We've actually been around since 1970. Boop! Back when the games were in black and white and pinball was all the rage. Oh, how times change.
That long? But I thought the arcade business was high risk.
Not when you hire good people with love in their hearts. Actually, are you here looking for work, perchance?
I am currently classified as job seeking, yes.
Oh, thank goodness. I've been hoping someone would reply to that ad I posted on the webs.
Please,
The webs.
call me Francine. As
The
in
webs.
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it? Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband.
Rest in peace, Frederick.
Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
The dumbest game ever made, but man, is it fun. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having intensely physical relations with me.
That's information I needed to know, yes. I haven't had the interview yet. What is that? Okay, yeah, I mean, yep, totally. Okay, yeah, sounds good.
And you are?
Stories of Stars, ma'am.
Very well. Shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry on out here, but it is rather noisy, isn't it?
Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway?
Oh, eventually you just sort of learn how to filter out all the beeps and boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I've found, but in the end,
Done. Okay, this is one thing I cannot relate to. I will hear the fridge running. I will just be sitting out in the living room and I will hear the fridge running. I hear my computer running and it's not even that loud. I just hear the fan going. I sometimes can hear like if the light bulb is like if a light bulb's like really old, I'll hear it going like I would not be able to tune out arcade sounds. I wish. She quirks an eyebrow.
well now, that's faster than the others. Not bad. So, shall we see what you're made of, hmm? This way, please.
Upon the jury. Do I have to put you in timeout? Behave. Francine leads me down a back hallway past public restrooms and into a door marked employees only. It takes all my restraint not to point out that extraneous apostrophe.
Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy, he's been so overworked lately. Please, have a seat and we'll begin.
As quirky as this place is and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for a dozen jobs and held down 3. I've known all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to improve my communication skills. Damn. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but the point is, I'm confident, prepared, ready.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
What?
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
I was a dinosaur. I pose this question to you, Chad. If you were a dinosaur, what kind of dinosaur would you be? Right. Okay, maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No, never mind. Forget all of my past experience, just thrown out the window. No problem. Go with the flow. Let's do this. What would I choose? Very important quandary here. What kind of dinosaur would I be if I could be a dinosaur? Velociraptor? Nice. A dead one. That's too realistic, Ryan. Come on. So there's Brontosaurus, pterodactyl, or pterodactyl, if you want to be annoying and pronounce the first P, or a T-Rex. Going pterodactyl for the stupid spelling in flight. Nice. A whaleosaurus or Gryposaurus? I've never heard of that one. Is that a real dinosaur? Interesting. I like the sound of pterodactyl too. I've always wanted to be a bird. And I did, I flew for a little bit. Technically, when I shot down from depths of space onto this rock we call Earth. So, wait, no, all dinosaurs are basically birds. Let me rephrase that. I've always wanted to be a flying bird. So pterodactyl, swooping around, catching updrafts, staying way away from meat eaters.
Really? How exciting. Even if, technically speaking, pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs.
What do you mean they aren't dinosaurs? What do you mean technically they're not dinosaurs? Francine, you gotta explain. What do you mean they're technically not dinosaurs? Our world's been shook.
What's your favorite snack?
Oh, that's a toughie. That's a toughie. Ooh, snack? If this was a favorite food question, I'd have this down easy. It's tacos, always tacos, but snacks.
When you have pizza on a bagel,
Pizza bagels! Say pizza bagels! When pizza's on a bagel, you can have...
Hush. Shut up. Shut up, my phone. Shut up.
Come now, dear. I don't have all day.
After giving it a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack? Tacos are also my favorite snack. Let me think. What would my favorite snack be? I guess like chips. Chips are like my favorite thing. I just like crunchy stuff. Crunchy and salty and like, well, I do like sugar too, so. Not the healthiest options. Somebody help that penguin who's in crisis. Penguin there, baby! Apothecary! Oh god, if you're acting this down bad before we've even seen any of like the actual like romance options, I fear for my sanity for when that happens. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna say tacos are also my favorite snack. Tacos and only tacos. Tacos. There's no other sustenance.
I can see you are a person that knows exactly what they want and how to get it. You know what they say, you are what you eat. Next question.
Nothing I have prepared for has helped me plan this odd interview. I brace myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
The first half of that question is so normal, and then the second half is like, you got me in the first half, not gonna lie. Is this interview for real, or is this a dream? Am I dreaming right now? As I look into the Francine's deadpan expression, I know she's 130% serious. Medical. And hey, no lawyers left to sue for malpractice. If you are what you eat, then I'm the entire Oakland football team. I don't know if I want to ask anything about that. I think I'll just move on, pretend I didn't see anything. Well, I can't make stuff. I can't heal. I get eaten on day one. I wouldn't be much help in the inevitable zombie apocalypse. Oh, at least I can throw myself into a horde of undead and you can all escape to live another day. I will be a sacrifice for y'all.
Well, at least you're honest, and honesty is the best way to form trust. One more thing.
Why are you here?
Well, okay, this is gonna be a little weird, but hear me out. I mean, this interview's already been pretty weird, but like this is weird. Like, I originally came from space. The deep, dark depths of space, where I was all alone, nobody knew I existed, and then somehow I found myself hurtling down towards space in a big fiery ball of whatever happens when something lands from space. I don't know. You enter the atmosphere and you're going at such speeds that you just start to burst into flames. I'm also a star too, so that kind of like that adds to the whole fire thing. And yeah, I just kind of appeared here and started, making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past. I'm homebound. Does that answer your question? The question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning. It takes me off guard. I told you I came for the job offer.
You're seeking a job, true. But that doesn't really answer my question, does it?
Does it?
No doubt. You think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the funplex as more
Speaking
than
of sacrifice, I have a bit of
people to perform
perk work
those
to do post-stream for... What? Wait, what? What does that mean? What does that mean? Don't tell me, though. I don't want to know what it means. What does that mean?
Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters.
A large pile of quarters.
And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position...
Oh my god, if Billman doesn't even know what the prepping's for.
And he didn't last long.
I reserve all rights to be terrified.
So I ask you again, why are you here?
Be honest, I didn't have a better answer than why not? Buy the ticket, take the ride, that's what I told myself, but that wouldn't cut it here. I need to actually think this through. Let me think. What would I say? Why would I be here? Like, again, putting myself into like the immediate situation that is whatever's going on right now. If this all happened to me, what would I think? Why would I feel that I was there? If we did know what Brian was preparing for, we'd still procrastinate on it. The words of the truth. I think, to be honest, I don't know. Not yet. To be honest, ma'am, I don't know. Not yet. I've been avoiding this question for a long time, just making do, getting by, settling for what life will give me. Maybe I should want more than that, though. When I was a kid, I'd go to arcades with my family all the time, but that was so long ago. Maybe I want to reconnect with that. Maybe I just want a job. I don't know. But if you hire me, I'm hoping to find out why I'm here along the way. I can promise you that I'll take this job seriously. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. Even if arcade games aren't life and death, I promise to take my work just as seriously. That perks her attention.
Oh my, a rather serious occupation that. And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it.
Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work, which makes Francine smile in turn.
I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but You'll be surprised at the many ways one can save a life, even here. Very well, I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work.
I got a job, let's go! I am employed! I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure. And yeah, it felt appropriate. Like it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll. I would love an interview like that. Just like, just have it be like silly like that, but also meaningful. That'd be really fun. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. But it only occurs to me just now that I forgot to exactly ask what duties this mysterious job I've accepted really involved. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here and now I'm hired for it. What am I actually doing? I don't know. No longer jobless stars. Let's go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the prize desk.
How marvelous.
Welcome to your new position, Stories.
Sitting here, you mean?
Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes.
I glance at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and
Tiny plastic cars, toy cars on display.
the tiny plastic real cars that you can purchase for a mere 5 million tickets.
Well, for prizes at any rate. It's such a relief. I've been really stretching myself thin lately, trying to fill in since the position was vacated.
If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting?
Something about it being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 ticket plush dolls down someone's throat.
Oh, such a shame.
Poor dear, he just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I've no patience for such nonsense.
I'm sorry, the last person to work this desk is your grandson?
Anyway, Gavin should be here by now. He'll handle paperwork and all that administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's tired me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me.
Okay then. I adjust my seating on the semi-comfortable stool. Hey, I'm back on the piano stool, baby. No back support, let's go. Leaning against the desk, beneath me a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. I could have lost hope then and there that this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but chose to look on the positive side. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? I just noticed this one at the bottom here. Help me! I've been stuck here for 15 years. Nobody's gotten enough tickets to save me. Help! Any minute now. I crave the sweet embrace of death. I've been sitting here for 2 hours now and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex shot glass or a colored pencil set or a light up yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only few people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Thankfully, my first customer of the day arrives before I could start wondering if one of those 500 ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. Or maybe not. Nope, just walked right on by me, his head buried and reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. What's he here to play? Doesn't seem like the typical businessman on break. Or unwashed and unemployed game aficionado, in fact. So these are the first impressions for our romanceable options of people. So if we had chosen one of the other options, it would only have these 2 options. But because I decided to show you guys what the flirty first impressions are, this is all in your head, by the way. I am not saying any of this out loud to anyone. But some of these are they're just so funny. The third option is what Apothecary would say. Even in a fictional video game, you still can't escape the stool. Someone save the penguin, he's in crisis. Oh my god. Okay, hold on, I'm just gonna blow my nose quickly. We'll be right back. Okay, mostly better. Mostly better. A good 70%. Okay, so I don't want to rule anybody off the table just yet. Excuse me. My water's trying to say hello. It was a very subtle hello. So, I don't think I've ever chosen the flirty first impressions, but what the hell, why not? Damn, I can't even do it. That's my kind of guy. Here's the thing though, you don't lock yourself in on a specific route until like much further into the game, so you can go back and forth and decide who you want and actually pursue. And then there's a time that you decide, but not until much, much later. So yeah, you can kind of play the feel a little bit, see who your type is and whatnot. Regret this decision. Okay. We need it for the soundboard. Fine. I hate this. I mean, yum. I hate it. Ugh. Not being crass about it. That's one handsome boy, that's for certain. Crap, now he's looking my way. Was I staring? I gotta play smooth. Oh god. Oh no. Shit, okay. I know, I chose this. I can't cower now. I hate this. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? Wait a minute. Who are you? What are you doing behind the desk? Where's Francine? I am Francine. I had some work done. That's horrible. Oh my god. Oh jeez, this is too much. Whew. I'll give a just a very general. I'll just give a very general kind of greeting. Hello, I'm Stories of Stars, your new hire. I'm looking forward to working with you. I've met you and now I'm working with you. You relax us somewhat on hearing that. Somewhat.
Good to hear.
It's about to... Wait, no! Why is that? I've never seen this before. Why is his name like that? No! Oh no! I didn't even see this. How long has that been there? How long has it been there? Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm sweating. This is too much. How am I supposed to get through this? Why did I decide to choose this? This is a mistake. It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She got gusto for an octogenarian? What? And loves working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with the problems wears her down. So, she explained the job to you? Gave you the papers to sign? She said Gavin would handle that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on.
That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper.
Hello, Gavin. You're no... We have your actual name now, thank God.
I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business, rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes.
Right, so as you no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets for prizes, but that's the least part of your job. There's more to it than that? Like what? You're the floor attendant. You attend the floor. What, the carpets? The cool arcade 90s carpets?
Seriously?
The floor, the arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around putting out fires and sorting out problems. There's gonna be fires? Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need one to roam and one to operate the desk. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office, making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. That's why Francine loved filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person, as you've likely gathered. Me too. We already have so much in common. That's not to say you're alone out here. I'm in your corner, at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? I do. Don't look at the anime girl on my phone giving me life advice. It's nothing. Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently has a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Business card. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom. You ever worked a high-pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales? Kitchen job? Smelly socks? You have no idea. Right. Well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi. In that order. Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Understood? but 911 for emergencies. Like, if someone is bleeding out on the floor, I can call an ambulance, right? No. Cast away the yummy from your minds. That's not a sentence I ever thought I would say. But here we are. Oh, man. Stress does not make me strong. This isn't my first pony ride. You can rely on me. It's not my first explosive ordnance test. I've worked retail and food service, and I worked as a lifeguard at a pool. Managing stress in difficult situations, even life or death ones, is something I've got experience in. You can rely on me. Gavin nods approvingly.
Indeed.
Good. I like to hear that. If you can handle yourself and exercise good judgment, you'll last a hell of a lot longer than the last guy who sat there.
If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly.
Excellent. Love to hear
I have
it.
enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems.
I will try. Not to. Magical arc of what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress release gesture, but his expression softens somewhat
I
afterwards.
take it Francine told you her theory, that this is more than just a job, more than just an arcade.
She did indeed. Well, that's my understanding.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm
Curse
hurt,
gameplay.
then that's because optimization is a factor of my job. Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong, for one reason or another. Me, I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically. The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives.
I hate this. I hate this. I'm not reacting to what the game is saying right now. I'm reacting to the chat. This is so cursed. Oh my god. Am I a real VTuber now?
Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing.
Oh my
Don't
god.
get hard reality.
I wonder what the second game's gonna be like if this is what the first game is.
My job is to see to it that never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business. So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy
I just enjoy watching chaos, but this scares me. I did it! I'm a real VTuber now!
Can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits?
Why so aggressive? I just got started here. I'll stick with what my previous answer was to Francine. I'm still trying to figure out my why. I don't exactly know yet. To be honest, I'm still sorting out why I'm here, what my dream is, but I'm not here to step on anyone else's dreams in the process. I'm here to do my best at supporting everyone. Good to hear. I'd say we share similar views then. It'll be a pleasure to work with someone who's actually enthusiastic and competent. And hopefully this hive of weirdness will help you find your dreams along the way. Hell yeah. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around. That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway, it'd help us a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi likely could use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait, anyone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through that door there, the one next to the UFO catcher. The crane game, to use layman's terms. Nah, you don't have to use layman's terms with me. I know what a UFO catcher is. I spent many monies on them in Japan. Don't ask me how much yen I spent on UFO catchers and claw crane game machines in Tokyo. Don't ask me. Because I wouldn't be able to give you an answer. It's just too much. Too much. I really went in on getting a school days Yukina figure. It got to the point where the staff pitied me that they basically just put it in a position where I just had to knock it over and then I get it. That's how much money I spent. No! Bad stories! Why would you... Mortifying! Mortifying! What is happening? No! I did not... My character did not just say that. Got it. See you later.
Pardon?
What? I see you later, Gavin. I said Gavin. That's what I said. That's what I said. I said Gavin. I said Gavin. Oh, God. Satisfied for now. Gavin heads into the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. Francine's really taking a nap back there. Hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. This is not fine. In hindsight, well, Gavin's still super hot, not gonna lie. Personality-wise, I'm not sure what to make of him. He was blunt like a baseball bat, sure, but he seems to get Francine's ideals. I think there could be some kindness buried under his matter-of-fact exterior. Well, we'll see. Anyway, I should go meet my next coworker, this Naomi that he mentioned. Although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones in here until now. A double door, also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside. Well, no, I also know, I was thinking if you would be so... No comment. No comment. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only up in myth and legend. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away at what looks like an old tube-style monitor. A girl... Wait, I already read that. Huh, I didn't realize that there were so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Ooh, girl, open a window. Excuse me. For lack of a better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her finger or jump so high she'd hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense.
Ah! Oh.
Hi!
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
I do. She said with no apostrophe. Breaking the fourth wall.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Storiesofstars. I'm the new floor attendant starting today.
Oh, hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone.
Yeah, it was very, very last minute. Incredibly last minute.
I guess I forgot to check my text. Oh, whoops.
She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench where a huge stack of green notifications messages lie in wait. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. Okay, this one isn't as bad. This isn't as bad. This is just what VTubers say to other VTubers, honestly. Oh, you're so cute. It's one of the people. You know, this one isn't as bad. I am but a weak-willed human being. What? I grew up feeling mighty funny whenever I saw Velma from Scooby-Doo. I mean, nerds need love too, you know? When I was moved from school to school, social outcast, I was drawn to fellow outcasts in turn. Still, beyond my weird libido. Ooh. Now, mostly I notice how much she's smiling as she welds that little thing onto the bigger thing. She's just so happy and at peace, and I can appreciate that joy in one's nerdy passions.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
Oh, he's busy doing strange things with numbers. You know, that wizardry magic.
Ugh, yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm
Rip
still
the wall
paranoid
up
about
forth.
dropping it after what happened last time.
Really? What happened last time?
Oh, well, I dropped it.
Oh, well, duh. Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube. But slotting the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to the other wires. There's the surprising number of green circuit boards in that large hollow wooden shell. Many circuits for much wood. This is the first time I've seen inside one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple large slabs of circuits, that beefy monitor. Maybe we fill it with nacho dip. Get that queso in there. Oh man, that's what 6 foot plus guys say to 5'6" people. Hey, I'm 5'7", I think. 170 is equivalent to 5'7", right? Ish. But yeah, there would still be people that would find me short. Man. I want to be taller. I want to be taller. Maybe just asking like a matter of fact sort of thing. Why is it so empty in there? Oh, why is it so empty in there? Seems inefficient. Couldn't you pack more games in the arcade if there was more compact? Not really. It's more about the footprint on the floor than the vertical height. Oh, that's true. Naomi keeps working using a pocket millimeter to check various connections as she speaks.
Let me explain.
I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down, but I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the key ring at her side, then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's genuine joy in that smile, not just at a job well done, but at looking at the whole thing. It's like a fine sculpture.
So beautiful.
Oh, I love the classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, the bezel artwork. The what? The what and the what artwork? With a sigh, Naomi points out key features to me. The strip across the top with the game title, that's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well... Wow, a bunch of weird-looking boxes in a row looks ugly. No. How could you be playing a game literally called Arcade Spirits and pick an answer like that? That's just... Nope. way she stares lovingly at this, well, honestly, this box of wooden circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff, I think I understand. It was made to be one whole thing. The art, the style, and of course the game itself, all of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way. Oh, good. Naomi lights up with the joy like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny.
Woohoo!
Finally! So few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is gonna be great. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin?
I don't know.
Okay, well, don't get me wrong. I can get along with him, generally, but his whole attitude is just... Ooh. All he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his way, he'd get the whole place. If anyone's gonna ruin the Funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. He seemed easy enough to get along with, and what's more, Gavin gave me the whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a pretty sore point here, a long-standing argument that the new gal really shouldn't get involved with. And yet, I'm involved, aren't I? This is my problem now. I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. So I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I kind of want to know too. Prod. I want to prod. In a real life situation, I would absolutely not. I would just be nodding, be like, yep, I would just let her keep talking. I get this is touchy, but if I'm gonna work here, I think we should all be honest with each other. No gossiping. So, I gotta know, why do you think Gavin wants to destroy the arcade? He buys into Francine's idea that this is a place for dreams. He says he does, but he's willing to sacrifice way too much just to keep the whole thing afloat. Road to hell, best intentions, etc. If he had his way, this place would be like Deco's Palace, nothing but ticket games and prize catchers. He thinks actual video games are too expensive, a waste of floor space. I bet he'd remove them all if he had his way. I just don't trust him. I don't trust him to do the right thing. But that's my problem, not yours. Sorry to drop gossip on your head like this. Thanks for hearing me out anyways. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem like a strong, strapping kind of gal. Well, a strong gal, at least. Well, you're a gal. That's enough. I'm semi-insulted, then? Okay, let's get to it. Right, a little to the left now. My left. You're right. Careful. Now, forward, right, correct. I mean, not turn right. Keep it coming, and there. Carefully, tip it into place. Victory! I gently ease the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box sliding into place alongside its neighbor. The two-wheel dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy, especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again. Yeah. Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback, but thanks for helping me out, Stories. I think you're gonna do just great here. Happy to... All right. Stomach growling, food required. Except, I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch.
You have pizza on a bagel.
Iris, not now. Now, I'm just talking here, but if you had pizza on a bagel, shut up.
Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but...
Oh, no, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheapo wub sub sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Hey, I know. Wait right here.
And she's off. Hold on. I'm wearing like these chunky slippers because I can't find my my regular indoor shoes, and my foot was slipping out of it, so just gotta, you know, reach down. But seriously, they're like 3-inch chunky slippers. I don't know why they exist, but they're great.
And they're super soft and cozy too.
And she's off scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back scurrying from her hidey hole.
Lunchtime! Here you go.
She presses a boxed lunch into my hands. It's a bento!
It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good healthy things.
Wait, you're giving me your lunch?
Sure, why not?
And yet, when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What'll you have for lunch then?
Oh, I can just get some nachos from the vending machine or go hit the whole story next door. I got a book delivery to pick up anyway.
But you're the one who said eating healthy was important.
Oh, Pew Pew Bob, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the constellation. See you after lunch.
I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to get some junk food instead. I relate. Naomi definitely reminds me of some of the friends I made back in school. A little weird, a little obsessive about things, but charmingly so. Me too. We seem to think alike in a lot of ways. I think we'll get along just fine. But am I silly to hold out hope for more? I don't know more, maybe? Ugh, first day on the job, Stories, get your head on straight. This is in no way straight.
And yet she did give me her lunch. Me, a total stranger.
There's gotta be something there, right? So, a bento box. The lunch that I was given. I've only seen these in anime. It's, well, it's cute, and hopefully has plenty of calories, too. Armed with a box of health food, I retired to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Oh yeah, Pew Pew Bob is here. We're safe now. Let's go. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. Food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaned lunch. Oh, it's a flamingo. So I have the brilliant options of incoherent screaming, coherent screaming, and just straight up awaiting death. I guess, out of the options of scream, or just await death, what do I choose? Oh my god. You know what? The vibes are telling me incoherent screaming, so incoherent scream I shall. Not literally, but just imagine my best incoherent scream. With my mind and body screaming wildly, my paralyzed form is unable to move from the vision of terror before me. The half-person, half-animal waves their appendage in front of me like closing in for the kill.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Walking nightmare?
See, nothing to be afraid of.
Right. I see.
Looks like you've stabilized. I was worried I scared the life right out of you.
Hey, so I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really. Can we start over, maybe?
I nod my head slowly, although that could just be muscle spasms from being shot.
I'm Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. And I'm Stories.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity.
Cool. What the Funplex? What now? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far. It's like I'm in a dating game with all these frickin' personalities.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
Me? No.
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade.
She was canonically a
Pinky
lifeguard,
is the
just so we're
mascot of
clear.
the Funplex,
Exactly.
After all.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think my character would have seen a half anthropomorphic flamingo in their times as a lifeguard. That definitely would have come up in their flashbacks. Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
You work here? Since when?
Today. This morning, to be specific.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex.
I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right up on the employees-only store. But how did you get the door code?
Ooh.
Of course! You would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed.
Let's see.
Next, you needed to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code just to find me.
It just keeps going and going. Is that how I come across to people as a creepy trespasser? She's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. I love it. The way she just takes an idea and runs with it, a lot of people might find that weird, but I kind of dig it. I do too. I love that. She has a lot of imagination. I wonder if she's a writer or something.
And how would you have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped, but for a price.
Ashley finally realizes she's been babbling to herself for a good couple minutes.
Oops. Sometimes I get swept up in a good story.
Well, I'm a good stories. Does that count for anything?
I mean, I've got to find some way to make this job more interesting.
Is it really that dull here?
No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children and broken machines.
You aren't really painting the best picture here.
Ah, geez. I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make.
Cosplay? How do you not know anything about cosplay in game stories? You are a disappointment. As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles.
Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are.
Empowering? Really? Really? I can attest to that as a former cosplayer myself. I didn't make any of my costumes by myself. Mainly my friends were the ones to make all the important components, and I kind of just help with the small little bits, like glue this piece here, sew this one little piece here with your hands and not use the dangerous machine. You know, all that cool stuff. Cut this fabric here, attach this there. Glue these fake flowers to the skirt. Oh my god, there's this one skirt that we made. It was like basically like we had like this, what was it? It was like some kind of like I don't know what kind of dress it was, but it was like I think it was some kind of like Chinese style dress. And we added like this like underskirt to it with like all this tulle and all this like floof and stuff. We added like fake flowers to the skirt. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. It was so pretty. Oh my goodness. Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats. Definitely. You want to try? Got a favorite King character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell with her hands as feathers. So Pinky is your creation. Intentionally? Yep. It looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? Yeah, I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. Yep. Can confirm, I probably would. I've poked myself several times trying to thread my needle. Ugh. I took a sewing class actually when I was still in university. Cause you know, theater, costuming, all that stuff, but oh boy, was I not good at it. I had to take it though as part of the course. I had no choice, but I was bad. It was bad. Ooh, yikes. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Like literally, if I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty impressed though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes. Aw, thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I wear it around the Funplex to liven up the crowds, get people pumped to play some games, and the kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far, no crowds to pump or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans in, glancing around the room once, and then talks in a hushed tone. Ooh, we're getting secrets already. All right, what do you have? I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Huh. Limbs falling off seems bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday, I was dancing with a little girl. It must have been like 5-6 years max. Anyway, we were next to the Showtime stage when she tugged on my arm and whoosh! Off the arm came. The girl instantly started bawling. Well, at least you are consistently scaring people and it's not just me.
Nope.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Sorry, I cannot take myself seriously right now. I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? I guess so. And we now learned that Francine's grandson name was Carl. Nobody wants to be a Carl. Nobody wants to be a Carl. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend to the floor. The floor is a thing that I am attending to when I'm not going into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud. I assume you've already met Francine, but have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Right? Ashley rolls out her eyes and lets out a sigh. Oh, I wish they would hurry. Yeah. Wait. What? Seriously? So, are they going out? Nope. But they always pick her like an old married couple. It's classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Stories. Consider the mark.
Beep beep.
She has a Wattpad account. Absolutely canon. 1000%. Beep, 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 Stories. What's that sound? Ah, drat. I set an alarm when my lunch break was over. I didn't go back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat.
No.
That's not good. Stories needs her calories. You eat up. I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit.
Well, fair enough. Thanks. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recesses of the inhumane mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart. Wow. It occurs to me that I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet. She was just a whirlwind. I had no thoughts to think at that moment. Let's see. I'm all aboard the Pinky train. Choo choo. I'm a little shocked at how creative and fun Ashley is. I've never met anything like her that has so much gusto in life. I hope if I spend more time with her, a little of that passion will rub off on me too. Anyway, with lunch in my belly and break time complete, the second half of my workday began. Rolling into that afternoon, the crowd started to fill out. School's done and late rising pros are heading out to their arcade of choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor looking for problems. Or potential problems, or just making sure everything's a-okay. If we don't have any problems, that'd be fantastic. Makes my life a lot easier. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. Did I seriously drool over each For the content of this game and for the stream, yes. Yes, we did. I gotta watch out or I'm headed for an extremely justifiable performance back. Oh god. I'm not looking for a harem ending. Okay, so I guess we confirmed no harem ending here. I'm looking for a job where I get along with people. And maybe, something more. Hang on, no time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get to all of them, but which do I tackle first? Okay, so we've met 3 of our potential candidates for romance. But are there more, you may ask? And that answer is yes. And we shall be meeting them very soon. So let's just continue. So we have an irate customer near Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, someone cursing up a storm at Fist of Discomfort, and a loud crowd around Showtime stage. I think her MC is a dum-dum, but a cute dum-dum, unlike Obnubis, who could throw a rock at the crowd and miss. It's just canonic that every main character that I become is just dumb. But it's endearing. The writing in this game is so funny. I very much love it. All right, what do you guys think? I can do all of these, but which situation would you like me to go to first, if you have a preference at all? Oh, your teeth dripping. No. Why, runny nose? Why? Ugh. Oh, excuse me. Now, I will say, since I have played this game, I do have a favorite character. I do have a favorite route. I've gone through multiple times. I do have a favorite character. And I'll reveal that in good time. Well, the guy is mad at the maze. First one? All right. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. Wow. I quickly rush all of 30 feet to the scene of the crime, already in progress. Angry rando. That's just his name, Angry Rando. Come on! Hurry the boop up and finish your game. Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Note to self, ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yes, I'm Story's floor attendant. So, well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me. I want this boop to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath the costume's mask, but I can feel her wince as this man curses up a blue streak. Sir, there are children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum. Damn, you keep this fat piece of off this game and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb for all you want. Well, figuring I ought to hear the fat piece of side of the story before rushing to a judgment, I tap the player on the shoulder. And he doesn't even notice my tapping. He has tuned out the entire world for this game. So I tap again. Twice. Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's magic maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee. Thank you, Naomi, which simply reads, Moopy. You know the game's full name? Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and pellets and I read that too fast. And monsters and stuff. Yeah. A bit terse as he's laser focused on the game, and well, I can see why. He's currently sitting on 714,900 points. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Or as this other guy would put it, holy boop, that's a boop of a high score. Excuse me. Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. I'm keeping good pace here. Plenty of lives stocked, on par for getting close to the world record before the kill screen. Somehow the thick arcade jargon sounds classier when draped in his British accent, like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC, with a program with an E and 2 M's. Well, yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other folks want to play the game too. He finishes clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay. At first I think he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Will this cover it? For a moment, I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife and the roll around the bed cover money and cover what exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I've never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s. Dude's rolling in Benjamins. One moment, please. On it. Fortunately, Iris already has my messenger app open for me with Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in, customer wants to buy movie for $3K, what do? In less than a minute, I have my response. Consider we paid $200 for it plus parts? Yes, absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Well, okay then. Although, how's Naomi gonna react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit? It already also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of a grasp on the real cost of old arcade machines. Well, I knew all this workplace drama was gonna catch up to me at some point. But with this rando breathing down my neck, I gotta make a decision. This is a Mad Libs episode of Stories of Stars. Oh my god. Yes, you inadvertently get British stories. Huzzah. Do I just want to be like it's sell it. Sell it for $3,000. Oh my god. Or I just tell him straight up, the game was $200, but I'm not sure we should sell. Oh god, excuse me. Water, stop interrupting me. If you want to say hello forthright. Not these weak, measly burps. We should keep the game but sell the guy. What, the rando? We sell the rando for 3K. He's yours now. Toss him out. Oh my god. You pick 2 final answer: stories of cash, stories of money. Woo woo. As much as I would love to be like 3,000, hell yeah, I would be like, oh, I mean, I'm not sure. Like, it was 200, but I'm not sure. Water of Stars is shy. It's taking a little bit. I'm using a different water bottle this time, so it's a bit of a change. Still trying to adjust. Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna go with my innate reaction. Well, it's an older game, and it actually only cost about $200, but well, it's a part of the arcade, sir. I expected this apparent gazillionaire to protest in not getting his way, but he's smiling. You're right. This is Mr. Moopy's home after all. Let's compromise. I'll pay you $1,000 American and own the game, but you keep it here. And in return, I get to play it as long as I want, provided nobody's already playing. That way, I can keep chasing the score, but your arcade stays whole. I'd hate to break up a loving family. I would be relieved to hear that. Even if Gavin may flay me for passing up $2,000. Good. I hate to make Naomi cry. How can I live with myself? Which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we had been kind of ignoring that it exists. As we should. What the man? What kind of an arcade is this anyway? Beep this, I'm going to Deco's Palace. We just lost a customer stomping his way out the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative, I just drove a rando out into the cold.
What a disagreeable fellow.
Well, as for the player, well, he goes right back to playing, eating pellets, zapping ghost monsters, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this gonzo rich guy actually is. Why did I choose this? Why did I decide this is a good idea? What have I done? What have I done? Oh my god! Hey, welcome to the stream! You've come at such a perfect time! Oh my god, I hate this. I hate my life. Why did I decide to do this? This is a poor choice on my part. I feel like I'm just dissolving into nothingness. Oh my god. At least, at the very least. Once I've got all of these down bad, I guess, all of these decisions, all of these options, I've chosen them all. Once I've chosen them all, I will never have to choose them ever again. I get it over and done with. Oh, God. Oh, God. I hate this. But there's one that's actually no, I won't spoil it. This is why I don't play dating sims. Usually dating sims don't have these answers, so I hate this. Wait a minute. This is exactly what Billman just said. This is exactly what Billman god. Man, of all the ways that this stream could have gone, I did not, in my wildest dreams or expectations, believe it would go down this whatever this is. But here we are. Vilman Jones's story's confirmed. Oh god, that I can't say this. The cuddly, cozy teddy bear physique. The Benedict Cumberbatch. You mean British? And he's soaked in compassion and empathy for others. Yes, please. He could have just waltzed out of here with that game. He didn't. He cares about more than money and more than his own high scores. He's more mature than me, but that's more okay in that book. It's been attracted to that age bracket. I'm sure he could teach me a thing or two. Oh. About movie. I mean, I was about to say, I don't like the way you phrased that. Right. So, you know Naomi. He's happy to talk even while playing.
I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy.
It's Percy.
I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant. I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
You were? But I thought that I said nobody was here. How did I literally not notice you? You're literally in the arcade. Okay, whatever. Well, that's me. Stories of Stars Arcade Wrangler.
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
Yay. So you seriously just been playing Moopy all day?
What can I say? It's my calling.
It's his calling.
I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once. Had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
The atmosphere. The beeps and the boops?
No, those you eventually learn to filter out.
No, that makes sense.
I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade.
It's the
I
vibes.
score my best when I'm in real-world conditions.
Being in a real-world arcade passes the vibe check, is what he's saying, basically.
It's all about the emotions. The laughter and the tears, the excitement of competition.
The vibes!
I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest. Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Naomi gets that. She keeps Moopy in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy's been standing here since I was working this morning shift. Hours and hours, and he's still only about 720,000 into his game. Can't imagine him being anything but top health condition to try this. Guy's gotta have legs made of carbon fiber and a bladder of tungsten. I'll just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go. Also, he may be psychic. Bro, I feel like I should let him get back into his game, but burning questions, they burn like fire. How is it he can afford this game? You're gonna get your Moopy dipped in gold. Yeah, I guess, why not? Something simple. I don't need to be presuming that he will dip, considering he doesn't want to remove it from the arcade, I would hazard a guess, joking about dipping it in gold may not be the best approach. So let's go with something steady. If you don't mind me commenting on it, that's a lot of money to just have on your person. What do you do for a living? This and that. Well, he doesn't really seem to care about talking about his work. Well, not in a guarded way, it's just less interesting than his current maze. Maybe he's actually the head of an international diamond smuggling ring. They hide the stones inside arcade games. Day trading. Huh? Day trading. Stocks and bonds. Anyone can do it if they had a head for the numbers. It's really nothing important. Or maybe he's a day trader. No.
Don't think so.
I don't feel people are defined by their work. I know the arcade is home to those who've made their passions into their work, but it's the passion that matters more. I've my passions the same as anyone else. I look forward to learning yours as well. When I'm not deep in the middle of the game, I mean. He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing. Be seeing you, Miss of Stars. Me and my stupid last name. Yet another weird encounter in a string of weird encounters. I can't help but wear a goofy grin as I walk away. With a big heart. Yep, so much. Oh, I want to eviscerate myself. I hate this. But still, I shouldn't get ahead of myself here. He's a Funplex regular. Let's keep an eye on him. Preferably. Why am I like this? Why is game stories like this? Let's see what to handle next. Wake up, babe. The new story lore just dropped. Oh my god. If I had a nickel for every time someone's said I'm an anamorph, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that that's happened twice. Huh. Okay, what up next, guys? What's next? Where should I go next? Should I go to the Fists of Discomfort? Or should I go to Showtime Stage? Oh, it's 9:30. Shush. Shush yourself. Interesting theory, very interesting. Keeping an eye on Bill. Oh my god. Showtime Stage? You guys want to get your dance on? Get your dance revolution. See where Freddy and crew are. Oh god. Is that what it's called in Five Nights? Oh no. That's funny. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete and utter solitude. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but that's quite the crowd that's assembling. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way and pave my own path of safety. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. Woohoo! Let's go! It's an auditory flashback right to 1980. Beep! I can't help but nod my head to the beat. I played Dance Dance once and I twisted my ankle so bad. No, sorry. I twisted my ankle so bad I had to limp for like a week. A pulsating mass of people have surrounded Showtime Stage, cheering on the current player. Also, that is very unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry, I just started talking like a pirate. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime Stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever stories? I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. I'm vaccinated. After the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. Did you see that, Teo? I got my first double A on Stop the Beat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I did. You're doing great. Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song? Totes impressed. I'm gonna keep practicing and one day, maybe even surpass you. Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from Showtime Stage. I feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song, and you blame me? I'm getting really into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder. But there was no one there. Ah, it's a ghost.
Care to dance?
How about you? Want to take the spotlight? Okay. Okay, I will say this before we go any further. This character right here. This man's right here, Teo. He is my favorite of the cast of characters. He is my favorite. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but he is my favorite. Another thing to mention that he is also extremely flirty. Like, he flirts with everybody. His dialogue is mainly consisting of flirting, so I don't know if I can say his dialogue with a straight face. God. But I will try. Okay. Whew. You're acting, Stories. You're acting. Get into character and act. Whew. How about you? Want to take the spotlight? This one, I think, am I saying this out loud to him? I don't know, maybe. But we're in this, and I am going to reap what I sow. I can feel my cheeks flush lightly. A cute boy just asked me to dance with him. Oh, granted, it's for an imported arcade dancing game rather than junior prom. But this rarely happens to me. My heart skips a beat before I can find enough composure to respond. What? Me? Really?
Hello.
Oh, God. You and only you. How could I resist to ask such a gal such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over. Oh, stop. Oh, stop.
Hey, wait. You're new here, right?
Yes, very.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Hi, Teo.
Teo's the best! Dancing rando! Greatest guy here! He's sort of like our leader? Yeah!
Oh, please, I'm nothing really.
He looks directly into my eyes.
Nothing as special as you.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close.
This was like me when I was like introducing people to Argo Navis. Our community's small, but we're all super close.
I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang. So, what do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
Teo outstretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. Ooh. Do I go for it? Do I politely decline, or do I just shake my head? Form all the characters from all the games, constantly flirting is a through line. Oh God, no, I would not be able to, I would just cringe into myself from embarrassment. I would not be able to handle such flattery at such a consistent rate. I would just simply perish. Internavi Unite, let's go! Woo! Okay. Do I want to go for it? Oh, excuse me. Whew. You know what? Screw it. Let's go for it. I couldn't care less. I'm supposed to be working. One does not simply refuse to play a dancing game with an attractive guy. It's like that one dream I keep having, but it's actually true. I mean, a different dream than the one where I'm giving a speech in front of the class and forgot to put on pants. Oh yes, the callback. Without thought, I take his hand. Yes, 1,000 times yes. As I'm about to step up onto the stage, an ominous shiver crawls down my spine. I glance over and spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter. I know I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense she's glaring daggers my way. She's like, get off that stage right now. I did not just switch spots with you for you to play games and have fun while I'm sitting here in a flamingo costume, sweating my ass off, trying to exchange tickets with these feathers. Get down. It's creeping me out. On second thought, I'm actually supposed to be working right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Stories. Really? But I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage, now that I think about it. Well, he's out. I'm in. It's currently year 0 of the floor attendant Stories regime.
Hello there.
It is currently upcoming year 3 of the Storiesofstars VTubing regime. Guys, my 3-year anniversary is in March. Ah! Ah! What? How have I been doing content creation for, oh my god, sorry, I just have to stop and think about this now. How have I almost been doing content creation for almost 3 years? Wow. I'm proud of myself. Damn. Had some bumps in the road. Had a few 3 good months where I had no laptop to stream on. That was a fun arc. But I'm still here, guys. I'm still here. Almost 3 years later. Let's freaking go. I know. I can't believe the unofficial guide has already been out for almost 3 years. March 2021. March 2021. Flabbergasting. Oh my god. Well, it's an honor to meet you, Stories. And you. Excuse me. My water wants to try and say hello, but I won't let it. I hope we get to know each other well. Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True. Most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around, make sure everyone's happy and having a blast. But what about you and your feelings? Teo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. That's all I need in life. Well, which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it? Hey, want to film a workplace safety video? Good! We can start by getting to know workplace safety together. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you gotta break up the band. Unless you want to film one of those retro 1960 beep public service announcement videos where someone loses a leg dancing off the stage and into the crowd.
Well,
Oh, yeah. Guess we're kind of overdoing it a little. Just shaking hands with danger. Hey, when the heat is on and the lights are shining, these things happen. I'll take care of it. Luckily, the song that was being played just finished. Teo jumps up on the stage and cups his hands over his mouth. Hey, listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear. Aw, man, but why? I like my spot. Hey now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. It's Story's first day, so let's show her some respect.
Please respect me. If you want.
I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Aw, thank you. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to gather my thoughts. What am I trying to say? That guide is it holds a very special place in my heart as well. Like, I worked on that thing for over a year. I was planning and writing and gathering and, you know, trying to piece together a 50-minute video on a 7-year-old laptop that was properly breaking down. Oh, like, the fact that I even made it in the first place and finished it and uploaded it and shared it and people watched it, like, even if like the information isn't as relevant anymore due to like, you know, all the changes in the last 5 years, I am very, very freaking proud of what I was able to do with that video. And it gave me my start to all this. I started out as a PNG with several facial expressions, and now I can make those many, but not all facial expressions in moving real time. Yeah. I respect you as much as someone respects their dictator. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Also, I'm just realizing now, the light colors, they're all Fujinizing colors. We've got, you know, we've got the yellow for the band color. We've got Aoi, we got Kohei, we have Misaki, Futa, and Yamato. We have all of the colors for Fujinizing. If we had red in there too, that'd be perfect. The 6 of us. Okay, anyways. Great, now I'm gonna be known as the party pooper. No one respects me. I guess I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Stories is just doing her job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself in a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me. Better? I nod, generally impressed with how Teo can capture his community's attention. They listen to him and have the utmost respect for him. I wonder what that's like. Yeah, actually, much better.
Didn't need to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know.
I do know.
Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, food I represent. Let's go. As long as that dancing is within the law, carry on. Officer Stories has spoken. I start to walk away, ready for my next venture, when I remember something I should do. I turn back to Teo. Hey. Thanks.
No problem.
Well, I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade and make a new friend. I say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's got to be impressed, right? With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. Let's see what to handle next. Well, now we get to the cursing up a storm at Fist of Discomfort. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where Fist of Discomfort is being played. I remember Iris telling me about it earlier today while I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fist of Discomfort, or FOD, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. One year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home a record $5 million prize pot. That's a lot of moolah. And how? Okay, so how does it work? It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button-mashing brawling. Fight your way down to the top and bottom lanes, clearing waves of ninjas to finally topple the enemy dojo. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchase items, and ninja summons. FOD is sheer elegance in its simplicity, the way the different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection. So, summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo. I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. All of which is, you know, super interesting and stuff, but right now all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these are words that...
What the
What the actual beep was that? No, those are definitely all words my mother wouldn't disapprove of. You've got to be beating me. There is no bitten way that this is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even connect. Beat this game. Beat it all night long. She's fun. Get wrecked. Oh, this is far from over, scrub.
I saved a little something extra special for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for. Hard. Oh, hey. Did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll for my dojo? Whoops. Might be. Wait, what? You admit farming? How could... XP share technique with creep waves. Take this! 5 full fucking explosion death claw technique. What? How did you defeat me? No!
Oh, GG. No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
Queen Bee. My dry eyes. You gotta blink. Get some artificial tears in there. Makes me realize I've been standing here watching intently during that whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely sucked in and couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face.
Kid, what are you
What
staring,
are you staring at?
Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
I've never seen this game played before. Seeing as I don't even know how to begin to start to even consider how to respond to her question, I opt to take a moment and collect my thoughts. From what I've gathered, somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she was wearing identifies her as a member of L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team. And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. Well, that's saying a lot considering who I've run into so far. One more choice. I just have one more. I just have one more choice to get through, and then I'm done. One more, and I'm done. One more, and then there's no more of these I have to choose. I just have one more to get through. Just one more. One more. Oh my god. I can't. I'm not strong enough for this, guys. I'm really not. I can't do this. Just got one more. Just have one more to choose. One more, and then I'm done. One more, and I never have to choose these ever again. One more, just one more. Just one more. I have no words for this mesmerizing. I'm glad. I'm so glad. At least there's some enjoyment to be had of my misery. Oh no, I know, I've dug this grave. I'm lying in it. I'm burying myself in the dirt as we speak. I hate this. I hate this. Oh my god. I'm gonna just straight up pass away. Oh my god. We face the consequences of our choices. My actions have consequences. When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Oh my god. I hate this. Look, let's be frank about this. I know, but I just,
And the whole bed. The sash, the tiny mouth, the fashion sense. That's the most terrible thing about this. Choosing romance was a mistake. Choosing romance was a mistake. I don't want to say this. Oh, be still, my little heart that is subservient. I hate this. I am not cut out for this.
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet like. It's creepy.
This is why I don't flirt, guys. This is why I don't flirt. I'm not built for this. She snaps her fingers to grab my attention.
So, are you gonna quarter up or not? Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
No. I need to leave. From what I'm seeing, I knew I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a professionally competitive player of this game. Nope. Has romance ever been a wise decision? Apparently, no, never. Never in any situation has it ever been a wise decision. No, thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working.
You work here?
As of today, yes, I do. I'm actually pretending to work here. Shh. Oh, it's all just a friend. I wander around the floor to, pick up, drop tickets, hoping getting one of those giant stuffed flamingos behind the prize counter. I know, right? If I was as good as those ticket games as I am at FOD, I'd have a flock of giant pink flamingos. Maybe I even give you one. Maybe.
Hey, they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. Oh, I'm Stories. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. Yeah, that's 6 hours. Might take them some time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carry pigeon to an ancient monastery where the name tags are forged in a vast clay oven. Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks? No problem. These gamers gotta stick together.
I'm Queen Bee, by the way. Aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
Cool. I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, I'm Queen Bee." Woo.
Hey, I do not sound like that. Well, maybe a little.
Maybe a little, yeah, maybe a lot. Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here, besides Per Parenteo. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy. Oh great, now she's making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? Nope. I literally have no idea what you're talking about. Really? Have you been living under a rock for the past decade? Well, if you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes. Oh, you sweet child. You are so innocent and pure. The internet has not corrupted you yet. Come, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet. Let me show you what a VTuber is. Will it hurt or traumatize me? Yeah, let's do it. Well, it is part of my job to know all about the games here. And if Queen Bee's gonna give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. Lead me farther into the dark abyss, my mistress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fists of Discomfort cabinet. And upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up. Oh, excuse me. The water finally says hello properly. you can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. She's a streamer like me! Kindred. That webcam there, it broadcasts to my own personal PC back home, which then streams matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. It costs a bit to put everything all together, and it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning, but after doing this here for a couple years, it's easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras, damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex than from home. There's so much to miss out on by sitting on your lonesome with the console version of FOD. The crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. Wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now?
No
we
way.
are. Yes, we are. Joke's on you, Queen Bee. I'm live right now. Woo! Hell no, that was part of my warm-up matches. I've got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to give as much practice in as possible. Even if it is a bunch of fodder. As in FOD, as in, you know, chum, lunch meat, scrubs, losers. I got the idea. Yeah. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet. My crew's starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern.
What the?
Shit, I gotta go live in 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, all right? Sure. One thing, can you keep the swearing down just at least a little? We got kids around here. I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin. Him? But for you, I'll keep it a PG-13 rating. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's some butts out there that I need to kick. And with a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her Fists of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcasting rig and then shouts, and the shouting and milder swearing starts up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on stream. Too late. Hi! I'm here! Oh no! I don't want to say this. Oh god. I hate this. Is it wrong of me to... Why? Okay, I do genuinely have a question. Why do people like this thing? Why is this something that people desire? I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I genuinely don't. Like, is it a joke? Is it real? Like, are people, like, serious with these things and stuff? Like, I don't get it. Is it, like, just some big inside joke that I'm not in on? Apparently, game me's into everyone, according to this. We've got good chemistry so far. Note to self, check with Gavin about the ethics of dating your customers. Not that I'm committing to anything here, just, you know. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done. Well, actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work here isn't quite done, but, you know. Interesting. Ugh. Not to kink shame, but I'm kink shaming. I'm so at peace, in fact, that I don't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding up on behind me. Not a bad first day so far. I've been keeping tabs on you. Well, the others have been, and they've been texting me. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. I've got a crappy cell phone plan. My texts aren't free. A valid point. I'll look into that.
Impressive.
I'm impressed with how you've handled yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I prepared your paperwork if you'd like to go and sign it and make this working relationship a bit more above board.
Yeah.
So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything. Francine hasn't fired her yet, right?
Now, as far as I'm aware, an adorable nightmare joins the impromptu staff gathering.
Ooh.
Stories off to a great start. Here's to your first day, followed by many more.
Don't you two have jobs to attend to?
Just order replacement power supplies for Robotron. Nothing left to do for today. Not as many kids around for me to entertain.
Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here.
Is it my dream job? I told Francine I wasn't sure why I was here, but that I was willing to try and find out for myself. It'd be silly to think that I'd find my purpose after a single day, but on the whole, that day's been pretty decent. I'm starting getting along with my coworkers. I'm helping people with their problems. What more could I want? What more could I want? Well, I don't know, not yet, but I'll find out one day. We've only got a few hours till closing and it's nice and quiet. How about we game for a bit?
Speak for yourself. I've still got paperwork to handle.
Oh, come on. Don't act like you don't game.
Irrelevant.
I know your dirty little secret.
What? Naomi.
You sneak in early each morning to play pinball. You're a pinball wizard.
Well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of that art form.
You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney.
The girls are giggling and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day.
By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
We're not done with the day yet. We are not done with the day yet. Nobody is happy about this. The look of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all after dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
Oh boy.
Birthday party. How old are the kids, may I ask?
It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again. 5-year-olds?
Naomi starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide and trembling. Oh no, not the cabinets.
Throwing ski balls overhead into glass, jumping up and down with pinball machines, putting chewing gum in the coin slots. Pulling up my costume, tearing off pieces of it.
Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before.
Doom, the end is nigh.
I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. Yep, it's time for my afternoon nap anyway.
Proceed.
Fun, dears.
I don't think fun's the right word to express what we're going to be doing. Right, battle stations, everyone. I'll get the ticket desk so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardwire damage. Stories, roaming duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. They are coming. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans disgorging kindergarteners, and suddenly...
Oh my god!
An explosion of small humans rushes through the door, bursting into the arcade before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get the tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on or even just pretending to be playing. The crew assumes battle stations, Naomi by the fragile pinball machines, Ashley near the door trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them with the adults, Beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Tayo's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them, keen on getting out ahead of the surges of kitties, I guess. Well, that's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but
Now the chaos is multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball being bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and Stories, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with them all in time. So this one, I can only get to 2. I can only get to 2 of these options. But before I do that, I'm actually just going to blow my nose again real. All right, let's attempt. Let's attempt to solve some problems. Okay. It was mid sneeze. I did see it kind of did a little jump. Like,
You guys saw that? Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna do this one first. I can smell disaster in the wind and it smells sweet. As in, I can smell that box of birthday cupcakes one of the parents left near the ticket desk, with kids swarming around it, scavenging for their favorite flavor of icing, their favorite icing colors. At first, my inner child is merely offended that someone thought that one of those icing blob cupcakes was superior to actual birthday cake. Okay, fair, very fair. But there are clearly larger issues at stake than that.
I want a chocolate. Don't take all the chocolate.
I want 2 cupcakes. Give me 2 cupcakes.
No fair. Everybody gets one, and mine's gotta be chocolate.
Of course, the kid at the front grabs the last
Finders
one.
keepers, losers weepers. Ha ha ha.
I don't want to be involved, but I have to. The parents aren't paying attention. They're too busy complaining about their jobs and the weather and the PTA and stuff. Goddamn. Pay attention to your kids, damn it. Meaning when the first cupcake is thrown, nobody's there to stop it.
Stop it, stop it.
I want chocolate.
As blobby wads of icing and sponge cake go flying, I glance over at the coin-op games, which are about to get caught in the crossfire. Naomi, who's busy trying to unjam a joystick, one of the kids waggled too hard, looks up to see the cupcake onslaught coming her way. As does Ashley, whose fuzzy costume is a nice and inviting target for flying confectionery. No! Act fast, Stories! Okay, so with these options, when there's like 2 characters, the first 2, like, they are, specific to one character. If you try to do like the neutral approach, neither character gets like an increase in like friendship or whatever. Plus, if you try to, what's that saying? Like, I don't know, you try to get 2 things and then you lose both. I know for a fact that if I tried this one, it's not gonna work out. You're either very lucky or unlucky to have missed the start. I made a decision, and I regretted that decision immensely. I do not associate completely with in-game stories. I'm a bit too much on the asexual spectrum to fully commit. Oh my
my god. Oh geez, yeah, these are both. What do I do? What should I do? Do. I think I'm gonna save Ashley's costume. Quickly, I hurl myself into action. Get down, Miss Ashley. Whee! I just jump in the way. Woo! Oh no. I've been pelted with cupcakes. And not a chocolate to be seen. Numbness sets in as multiple rounds of frosting-coated Modar fire impact against my body. When I finally hit the ground, my clothes are ruined. Ow. But alas, my noble self-sacrifice could not save them both. No, the game! The joust she was working on with me this morning got its controls splattered with icing, including sugary slime dumped right into the exposed joystick she was fixing. No! But Ashley's at my side in an instant. Stories! No! Damn you, unjust universe! Ashley, it's so cold. Lie still, Stories. I won't let you die on me. I'm not dying. The icing's just kind of cold and sticky and gross. Oh, well, that's okay then. By this point, the lackadaisical parents have finally noticed the pastry wars and are busy rounding up the combatants for various scoldings. Thank God. Meanwhile, Naomi's near tears as she affixes an out-of-order sign to the screen with sticky tape. It feels like pulling a death shroud over it. Oh man, I just fixed this game. And I've got icing in my hair and my work apron and... Ugh. Back to the workshop, I guess. Wouldn't want to plug it back in like this. There might be an electrical shortage. Sorry, my body's not really wide enough to cover both of you properly. I don't think your job contract covers cupcake defense, so you did more than you had to. I don't blame you. Now, where's that dolly? Figuring it's the least I can do, I quickly help her move the game to the back room. Naomi follows to get cracking on repairs. Wow, they really got you good, didn't they?
What if?
Oh, hey, I wonder if you have superpowers now. What? Well, most superheroes have some tragic accident in their backstory. One just gives them the ability beyond that immortal man.
Let's see.
Young Stories of Stars, a shiftless and directionless 20-something cut down in her prime by a cupcake onslaught. Wakes up the next day with the strength and speed of a cupcake. Wait, no, that doesn't work. No, instead, she can summon cupcakes to do her bidding. Together, with an army of sugary delights, they fight crime. Coming this far with Marvel Studios. What do you think? All that fame and fortune I burned out a year. Nah. We were just saying. I'm almost at 3 years. Stories of absolutely not. Oh man. I will say something just to make it clear. I am all for, fictional romance. I like these types of games where I can pretend and, like, what is it? Like, I like seeing the romances of stories, like, blossom. But, real world, not as much. Not as much. I'm still trying to figure some things out, but that's what I've kind of realized over these many years that I've existed on Earth. I mean, to be fair, I'm a rock of burning gas and whatever. Like, that's not something that comes naturally to me or easy to me. And you know what? I think that's fine. That's fine. I like it. Get Zack Snyder to direct and have Chris Pratt. Not Chris Pratt. The voice of Mario and Garfield. And Naomi Watts star with Gilbert Gottfried as Guppy the Talking King. You sure your true calling isn't movie production? I'll have my people call your people and they'll do all lunch. And they'll all do lunch. But seriously,
Thank you.
you didn't have to take that mess for me, but you did. And I really appreciate it. I'll cover the floor a little extra while you go change, okay? We'll talk later. No problem. Be seeing you. With a brief nod from Gavin, I snatched one of the official Funplex t-shirts to replace my cupcaked top. After a few minutes in the bathroom to change and wipe icing off my pants, the pants that I am wearing, thank God, I'm ready to go again. Right, well, that's sorted out. But the other two situations are about to spin out of control. I've only got time to deal with one of them. Which one? Now, do I want to... So, do I want to deal with a Karen? Or do I want to deal with a crying child? Neither of the situations are great, but I am a problem solver, so problem solve I shall. Wahoo, it's me, Mario, and a deadpan voice is forever burned in my mind. Smashing Koopas. Oh my God. Kill. I don't think that's an option. I don't think I can do that. What is that idea? I beg to differ. Ever so slightly. Oh, excuse me. Your name is Dunny now. You know what? I don't want to deal with a shouting parent, so let's go talk to a crying child with her ticket stolen. I weave my way through the waves of children towards the skee-ball machines. One little girl sitting at the end of the skee-ball ramp crying. No parents in sight to settle her, so the task falls to me. I'm guessing I should be more cautious about this sort of thing with lawsuit-happy parents lurking over by the vending machines. Ignoring their kids, but... Floor attendant Stories decided to take the case all the same. Hey, my name is Stories, and I work here at the arcade. What's wrong? Can I help you? Her sobbing pauses as she looks up at me.
I lost my tickets. Someone stole them from me. I played and won a bunch of them, but then I put them down and I was talking to a friend, and now they're gone.
Oh. I glance around, but in a sea of kids, it's impossible to tell who the thief could be.
I don't even have any more tokens to play with. I spent them all on skee-ball and my tickets are all gone now.
Easy. We'll figure this out somehow. Oh, and I see a friend is playing Terraria. Cool. Although I've got no clue where to even start, to be honest. Maybe there was a witness to the crime. Percy would have had a good view of the redemption game area based on where Moopy's positioned. Gavin has the ticket desk, a veritable crow's nest for the whole arcade. He could have spotted something. Or I could just bend the rules and solve this directly. Kids, some replacement tokens for my own stash. Hey kids, you want to get some tokens? Let's talk to Percy. Okay, don't worry. I'll get your tickets back one way or another. Really, Miss Stories? Wait right here. I'll be back in a jiff. I walk up to Percy, tapping him on the shoulder to get his attention. One more time. Percy, hello? Sorry to interrupt again, but that girl in the pink over there, someone stole her tickets. I was hoping you saw something. Oh. He frowns a little, looking slightly embarrassed. Sorry, love. I've been pretty deep into this run. Wasn't exactly paying attention. Ah, poor girl. Ruffians squandered her with her ticket to say. Yeah, well, I can't exactly expect you to babysit. I'll just go check with Gavin. Now, no need for that. This obstacle can be removed rather readily, and perhaps be an object lesson as well. He steps away, letting his extra lives croak one by one. Something more important has clearly captured his attention.
Hello.
Hello, my name's Percy. You say you need tickets? Yeah, I want to get the crayons. 50 tickets, if I recall. Tall order, but certainly achievable. Here, let me show you the best way to reach your goal. He leads our little group a short ways over to a game of colorful spinning lights. Skee Ball, even when played well, has an expected value of 4 tickets per token. Well, this game has an EV of 8, 10 if you're sharp enough. He demonstrates dropping in a token. The lights start swirling around and around until he snaps out and pushes the single control button with perfect timing, capturing the light right between the 2 pink goalposts. Dude, how do you play that game? Every time I played that ticket game, I suck. I always miss it by 1. How do you get it into between the goalposts? 12 tickets come streaming out of the slot, the maximum possible per token.
Lovely.
Simple, yes? Here, I can sport you some tokens to get started. He produces a short stack of brassy tokens from the ample supply in his pockets. But the girl just sort of stares at the game, confused. But this game's really boring.
Pardon me?
Boring. It's got colorful lights, see, and it pays very well. But it's boring. I like the ski balls, and I like rolling the ski balls into the holes. You want those crayons, yes? And this is the most efficient way to get them. The girl sighs, disappointed, but, well, she's not crying anymore. The distraction was enough to crack her out of the feedback loop of despair, I guess. She hands the tokens back, the stack clinging lightly into Percy's open hand. Thank you, mister, but I got other crayons at home, I guess. I'll just use those. Well, not exactly cheered up, but not exactly weeping. She mixes back into the crowd to find her friends and play with them instead. Well, my apology, Story. Seems like I've let you both down. Though I must confess to be rather puzzled by this. If you have a clear and distinct goal, what's so bad about accomplishing it by the most direct means? Well, she's 5. I think she cares more about fun than expected value. I'll admit my experience with Chillum is, unorthodox. I suppose it's best to admit my failure in this moment and move on. I'd let it ride, but curiosity takes me. Let's see, kid's got the spirit of a competitor. Ski Ball's more competitive than Stop the Light. True. We like Percy. Yes, we like Percy. Percy's a good guy. Percy's good. I think Percy's my second favorite. I do like Percy. I like his storyline too. Well, hang on. You spend all day, every day playing Mr. Moofy's Magic Maze, and that doesn't offer any tickets or rewards of any sort. That is the high score. Right, but are you really only playing for the score? Surely you find the game itself fun. I mean, what drew you to Moopy in the first place? Why is that game for your score challenge? That question puts him at unease. He pauses, unable to smoothly deliver an answer.
Well,
it's a bit personal, really. Not that I'm offended, oh, no, I just mean, it was a very personal decision to take up this particular challenge, this game. A mixture of nostalgia and a promise to keep. He shakes his head. I suppose this isn't the time or place. Others need your help today, Stories, and this old man's got a game to get back to.
Obliged.
But thank you for trying to help that girl, and thanks for allowing me to try to help. Even if we both struck out, it shows character. Percy returns to his game, having lost most of his extra lives, but he doesn't seem to mind the setback. If anything, he's smiling more than he was a minute ago. 2 problems in the can! Okay, cupcakes and tickets sorted out. As for the angry shouting parrot by the driving games, looks like they went home. Problem solved? But the boy she was shouting at is gone too. Hey, Stories, you missed the fireworks. I don't mean my dancing. What happened? Queen Bee glances back briefly in the middle of playing some samurai-based fighting game. Oh, some bitch was screaming at this kid for no good reason. Eventually, the parents got into a shouting match.
Teo talked them both down, but they decided to bail on the party. All I did was point out we were next to a donut shop frequented by some very well-read cops. Oh, jeez. Drat, I was hoping to cool things off so they could keep enjoying the party. Don't sweat it, gal. You did good work out there. Thank you. Yeah, I saw that impromptu cupcake shooting gallery. What a mess. And those stolen tickets? Man, kids can be jerks, but you gave it your best. You're looking pretty run down, though. Why not take a break? I have a solemn and sworn duty to bring peace to my arcade. Fuck that. Go take 5. Well, truthfully, I am pretty worn out, the heck out after all that. Teo's right. I need to step away from this craziness. Well, if only for a few minutes. After a silent nod from Gavin to confirm it's cool with him, I slip away, heading for the employee lounge. What a day. I'm penguin in there, baby. Quirky coworkers, die-hard pro gamers, volatile kids getting into volatile situations. Whew, I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness or some cliche, but nothing's an easily dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. I drop down into one of the cheap folding metal chairs into the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back, trying to work the kinks out of my sore shoulders, and spot an upside-down kid. Huh. Oh, wait, I'm the one leaning backwards. I sit up and turn around instead. There we go. Kid is right side up now. Better. Wait, what's a kid doing back here? Hey, I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him. Hi. Hi. And you are? Mikey? Okay, that's a start. Hi, Mikey. My name's Stories. So, what are you doing back here? This is employees only area. Wait, there's a keypad. How'd you get in? The guy at the desk dropped this. He holds out a piece of paper with the door code written on it. Huh, it's one for Ashley's wild storytelling being more fact than fiction. Okay, but you can't stay back here. Well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implements left out in the open, so I guess it's technically safe, but...
Please don't send me back out there.
Huh, this is curious. I lean in so we can be on the same eye level. Something wrong? You can tell me. I work here. I'm the gal who solves problems.
No problems. Just don't want to go out there.
Well, don't you want to play with your friends? And he gives me the most cynical, bitter laugh I've ever heard out of a kindergartner.
I don't got any friends. I don't know anybody here. My family just moved to the city. And before that, we lived in another city. And one more for that, but I was too little to remember. Mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't want to, but she took me anyway. And then she left because she's got to work.
So this mom just brings her child to a birthday party that they don't know anybody at and leaves her child there to be supervised by all these parents that are ignoring their own children. Parenting logic, obviously. New kid in town, huh? He nods mutely. Still, I should have busted him there and then and there. Brought him back out to the party where the other parents could supervise him. I should have told Gavin. I should have enforced the rules of the arcade. Okay, kid. I won't tell on you. If you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company. Thanks. You really won't tell my mom? Nope. Why? I thought you'd want to make me go. You're an adult like Mom. Hey, I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. The new kid in town, in fact. You were the new kid? Yeah. Although for me, that started happening back when I was 10. Again and again, moving from town to town, school to school, never really making any friends, not for years. Mom and Dad kept losing jobs and taking new ones, worse ones. They'd be working all day long, too tired when they came home to do much of anything. After years and years of this, I stopped hoping things would get better. I just decided I'd take what I could get. I'd go with the flow. What does that mean? It means you don't care. Some things are good, some things are bad, but
you don't care. You just do what you have to do without really being sad over it.
But that sounds so sad. You weren't sad? It's sad to never care about anything, right?
I guess I was sad. I just told myself I wasn't gonna be sad, even though I really was. And then I bite my tongue hard. Because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid out. Wouldn't have helped little Stories out if an adult did this for me. So, instead, I decided to be the adult that little Stories would have needed. It could be worse. Aliens could attack. A shooting star could fly into this building right now and engulf it in flames. I did that several years ago, so we're safe, but who knows what other shooting stars could come down to Earth, you know? If I can do it, another one could. Just saying. I know, I just trauma dumped on this poor child. What is wrong with me? Oh my god. Let me see. You know, Mikey, things feel bad now, but it could be worse. Invaders from Mars could swoop in and dress everybody in silly hats. Actually, that would be kind of fun. What? Just think about it. Everyone wearing really silly hats. They're all so embarrassed they hand over the Earth to the aliens. And that's when the dinosaurs show up. What? I'm confused, and I'm the one saying this. The kid stares at me, not sure if he's curious or confused. Okay, so the dinosaurs start fighting the aliens, but they smash all the schools, and that means you don't have to have homework anymore. And that's when the monsters start showing up, because the aliens and dinosaurs are making too much noise, and they can't sleep. Next thing you know, it's just monsters and aliens and dinosaurs smashing everything, and nobody's having any fun at all except them. That's silly. That's really silly. You're smiling, aren't you? It's against you. Hey, I'm the one who can bend. I'm the only one that can bend the rules, okay? You're smiling, aren't you? He nearly drops the smile on realizing he's wearing one. When you're sad or when you're mad, just think to yourself, it could be worse. Then invent some silly way it could be worse. Soon you won't feel so bad. And hey, at least there's no dinosaur smashing things, right? Right. Hey, you know one great way to make friends? Jokes. Stories. Not me, but but you know, the noun stories, not the me stories. Have fun. I bet if you went back out there, you'd find someone who laugh at silly stories about dinosaurs and aliens and robots. There's robots too? They're all the robots, if you want there to be. How about it? Let's go back to the party and you can meet some new friends if you try.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll go talk to them. I'll talk to them about the robot dinosaurs. Go get him, Mikey. I take his hand to lead him out the back out to the main room. Now I'm assuming the pirates have invaded France. You mean they haven't already? And off he goes. I'm not fooling myself. I know I haven't fixed all Mikey's problems. I'm no child psychologist. This is entirely me flying by the seat of my pants. But for one moment there, I was able to help someone in the same crappy situation I found myself long ago. 15 years ago. Everything changed. No more family vacations, no more arcade visits. We couldn't afford them, and they couldn't take time off work. The whole of Stars family had to learn to settle, to accept the lot in life we'd been dealt, to simply go with the flow, never hoping, never wanting. Juniper did her best to pull me out of that mire. I've known her for a few years, one of the few stable times in my life, but she knew the edge I'd been pushed to. Now, here I am. Today has been, well, bonkers. Alternately boring and hectic, surreal, and way too real. But I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I have been in a very, very long time. Beep beep. Beep beep stories. My emotional voice analysis routines combined with your body language suggest you're very happy right now. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I am. How did you know? I just told you, silly. I mean, how did you know I love this job so much?
Oh, I know.
I didn't. I lied. I was 47% sure. Oh, it had elements that seemed to click with your optimal social requirements, a fun atmosphere, spirited coworkers, helping people out, and so on. I cross-referenced your roommate's postings talking about how much you enjoyed arcade visits when you were a kid. Still, 47%.
99.97%.
But I was 99.97% sure if I said I was 99.97% sure, you'd be willing to give it a try. Nothing to thank Juniper for, I guess. You're a very weird little app, you know?
Hooray!
I try to be. When the car is pulling up to the parking lot, it looks like the party's over. It's just about closing time for the arcade anyway. Most of the gamers have filed out by now, if they hadn't already fled the tidal wave of kiddies. My first impulse is to go bug Gavin about my paperwork, but I can wait. I'd rather go help someone with their tidying up or maybe see how our VIP gamers are doing. Not enough time to run around to check in with everyone, though. Who do I want to hang out with? So, I think I can only choose one person here. One person. Who should I hang out with? And trauma dumping on kids is so therapeutic. Do not try this at home. Stories does sound like a good way to make friends, the person, not the noun. Aw, shucks. Aw, shucks. I blush. Oh, it's me. Okay, so who should I talk to? I could talk to Gavin. I could talk to Ashley. I could talk to Naomi. I could talk to Queen Bee. I could talk to Teo. I could talk to Percy. Who you guys want me to talk to? Naomi? Yeah, I wish I could have saved the cabinet. I wish I could. Okay, let's go talk to Naomi, see if she's doing okay. Naomi definitely looks like she could use a hand. Someone's jammed bright pink bubblegum into a coin slot and she's trying to clear the sticky mess out. Ugh. How could they do this to a poor innocent little Q-bird? Hey, need a hand? Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, work on the second player slot for me. I've got swabs and stuff in my kit there. Grab what you need.
Oh, frustrating.
Honestly, the nerve of those kids. No respect at all for these games. Games aren't like chew-proof, machine-washable baby toys. They're delicate and deserve love and care. But they are toys, right? Well, yeah, I mean, of course. Just, they're also works of art. I know not everyone sees it that way. Back in the 80s, operators were just throwaway games that didn't perform well anymore. In the end, an arcade has to make money. That means using and abusing a game until it's time to put it out to pasture. But I don't have to like it, right? Stand up for gamers' rights. Oh wait, no, it's just game rights. I'm like, gamers don't have rights. Stand up for game rights. Oh my gosh. Actually, I'm curious, how long does a game last realistically? So if every day a game is running its loses a bit of its finite lifespan, how long before they just can't be saved? I don't know much about the hardware, but given your favorites are from the 80s, it seems like it can go for a long time. Well, with proper upkeep and repairs, as long as parts are still available, it can be fixed up with modern components. A very long time indeed. And I'll be here for as long as they'll have me to keep my games up and playing. But you're right about being realistic. I need to be realistic too. I know this isn't a museum. We aren't preserving priceless treasures for generations to come. Sometimes I treat it like my little private collection, but really, I do want people to play and enjoy these games, and that does wear them down in time. As long as I'm here, I'll pick up a game when it wobbles on its feet, dust it off, straighten it up, and set it out there to be played with all over again. With the last of the gum pulled out of the slot, Naomi closes up her toolbox. I should probably pull the coin mechs entirely and give him a good cleaning tomorrow, but I don't want to let this gum sit overnight. I'm heading home soon. I'll see you tomorrow, right? You got it, Naomi.
Woohoo!
Great! With things winding down, there's just one last thing to take care of before I'm out the door. I seek out Gavin to handle the remains of the day. Stories. That's me. Good work today. Thanks, boss. Mid-boss? Sub-boss? Gavin will do. I can't say you've been a perfect employee, but my standards are impossibly high, so I'll just assume you were as close to perfect as is reasonable. I'm not entirely sure why you consulted Percy regarding those tickets. He's not on staff, but I suppose that's a minor issue. Unfortunately, the cost of cleaning our carpets and games after the cupcake assault will be a chunk of change, but I suppose you did all you could there. I'm not pleased that you sold our movie for only $1,000, not $3,000 as I requested. I'm sorry. Gavin, we barely paid $200 for that game. I'd be ripping off a customer. A customer with exceptionally deep pockets, and one who squats in that game all day, spending only a handful of change in the process. If anything, $3,000 is what we need to make up for lost profits from Percy being so moopy obsessed. What's more, why it's still here is a good question. Was I not clear I wanted it gone? Well, Percy didn't want to break up the family. They're machines, not people. He also didn't want Naomi to be sad. Yes, well, Naomi needs to learn to let go, I'd say. Ahem. Are you giving our poor little stories a hard time, Gavin, dear? Miss Francine, I thought you were napping.
Let's be sensible.
Naomi's dreams matter too. As does for the dream of Percy, that poor fellow. Poor? Isn't Percy stinking rich?
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
Gavin, I know you mean well, wanting to keep everyone's dreams afloat, but sacrifices made in that name which shatter the dreams of others, well, that's not what the Funplex is about. Stories, you understand, yes? The reason why. Why am I here? That's the question she asked me during that interview. Now I think I understand. I didn't really know why I was here when I walked in those doors. Maybe I still don't, but this is the kind of place where you can learn who and what you are and why you're here. Naomi's here to care for her cherished games, Percy's chasing his dream of a high score, and I'm here because I'm tired of compromising, tired of settling for whatever I can get. I want something more out of life. You know we're better than this, Gavin. We don't settle. We seek our why and won't settle for anything less. I see.
Apologies.
Stories, Miss Francine. I apologize. It's difficult to balance my idealism against my realism some days, but I know in my heart I need to err on the side of idealism, even if my mind screams in protest. I can assume you are still keen to work here, Stories. I don't even hesitate before replying. Hell yeah. I mean, absolutely. Gavin fetches a nearby short stack of forms. Fill these out tonight, hand them in to me first thing in the morning. And welcome to the Funplex. Welcome to the family, I'd say. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine, Stories. Yay! One bus ride later and it's home again, jiggity jig. Yeah! Juniper, already home from work, bounds over eagerly to interrogate me on my day. So, how'd it go? It went well. Well or well? Really well. Your little app came through, despite being terrifyingly omniscient and just a little bit unnerving. You forgot to mention adorable. That's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear things worked out. And you even came home with a smile like you did when you were a lifeguard. Huh.
I guess I am smiling. Interesting.
By the way, there's just one teensy-weensy little question I have for you.
Okay, shoot.
Why exactly did you order a giant crate full of pizza bagels?
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Did I neglect to mention that part of the terms and conditions?
Well, on the plus side, I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow. Pizza bagels. Oh, there we go. Almost 4 hours later, we have gotten through the first level of Arcade Spirits. Holy sheesh.
Pizza bagels.
Oh, damn, that took a long time. But that was so fun. I can't wait to continue on this. And in the meantime, decide on your faves and we'll see who prevails. And then after that, I'll just go through all the other routes really, really quickly. Yeah, so I'm gonna lay down and sleep. I want a giant pizza bagel. Yeah, pizza bagel. No, I'm gonna go from vertical to horizontal in just a few moments. But I just want to say thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Look out for a stream time tomorrow. I don't know when, but look out for it at some point. So yeah, take care. Have a great rest of your day, evening. If it's like 3 a.m. for you, please. If it's like 6 a.m., because like, you know, if you started at like 2 a.m., 4 hours later, it's like, it's daylight out now. Make sure to hydrate. If your water keeps trying to say hello and interrupt you, show it who's boss. It's like, interrupt me with passion or don't interrupt me at all. Have a great rest of your, what, I think I already just said that. I don't know what I'm doing. My brain is tired. Take care. And as always, until we meet again, it's 7 a.m. for you. My God. Please get some sleep. Until we meet again, bye-bye.